Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 2976. Today's date is 28th December 2023. It's almost like afternoon, yeah, 12:16 p.m. afternoon. Alright. So what I'm trying to tell you, nothing really at all. Yeah. Yesterday I did record Artifact episode, but I didn't really record Artifact episode properly. Yeah. Because first of all it's a cold. Another thing is that my mind is at somewhere else. All right. I'm not here to talk about. Should I talk about project? Yeah, let's talk about project just a little bit. No, I don't want to talk about project. Okay, just like yesterday I talk about it. Hey, it's good, it's great, it's kind of like something really very kind of like a normal thing. Okay, yeah. So I just have to ask question to myself, so let's just jump questions. Okay, so what riddle do you know? What riddles do you know? रिडल्स यानी एक तरह से होते हैं लाइक wow, yes, it is hot. Okay, what riddles do you know? रिडल्स यानी एक तरह से होते हैं लाइक बेसिकली इज अ पजल और समथिंग लाइक दैट, but still I just wanted to translate this thing to understand the exactly thing that I'm pissed. What uh, आपको कौन सी पहेलियाँ जानते हैं? आप कौन सी पहेलियाँ जानते हैं? पहेलियाँ like puzzles. What puzzle do you know? Usually, what puzzle do I know? Like puzzle should supposed to be solved. It shouldn't supposed to be no. Okay, unless you are the part of that puzzle. Okay. But this question is not like I didn't really understand this question, so I'm gonna ask this question to the chat GPT. Where is chat GPT? Chat GPT. I know variety of riddles. Here one of you. I speak without mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with a wind. What am I? Oh, that is a riddle. Oh, okay. I thought that like basically is a puzzle that like I don't know. Okay, so this is also kind of like a riddle. This is also kind of like a puzzle too. Okay, so the variety of riddles. Okay, I speak without mouth. Okay, and hear without ears. ओके यानी मैं बोलता हूँ बिना मुंह से, सुनता हूँ बिना कानों से, ना ही मेरे आई हैव नो बॉडी, ना ही मेरे पास शरीर है, बट आई कम अलाइव विथ विंड, मैं हवा के साथ आता हूँ. आई कम अलाइव विथ विंड. व्हाट एम आई स्पीक विदाउट माउथ, हियर विदाउट ईयर्स, ब्रीथ, what is it? The answer is riddle. Echo. Oh, echo. All right. The echo is that ki, like basically is this thing ki, uh, I speak without mouth and hear without ears. बिना बिना कानों से सुनता हूँ. I come with a wind. I have no body. I come with a wind. What am I? Echo. That is a really good riddle. Okay. Yeah. Like if I wanted to impress someone else, I just have to do some sort of riddle. But this riddle is a bit really complicated. Okay. Yeah. It's not that perfectly matched with the sentence that he created. Whatever, but it's a good riddle. Do I like riddle? I like riddle. I like to solve riddles too. It's a kind of like a new kind of riddles. I know that kind of riddle, but I never really kind of like face that. So yeah. Uh, what's your cure for hiccup? Okay, hiccup से यानी ऐसे उचकी लगना वगैरह. Okay. So what is actually cure for it? For your opinion? Drink water, maybe. Yeah. Basically, is that people are actually say ki hiccups are meant to be like someone is actually remember you, and when someone remember you, you got hiccup. It's a term. Okay, it's a kind of like some sort of people made of mind, but actually hiccup is a kind of like something really some sort of internal organ is breathing things, lungs and whatever it is. It's a kind of like something really a medical thing. Okay. But what is actually cure for it? Well, drink water. Yeah, this is the cure. But still, now this question is something really different than I expected. I'm gonna ask this question to ChatGPT. A common remedy for hiccup is to take a deep breath, exhale slowly. You can also try holding your breath for a short period or sipping a glass of cold water slowly. If you opt for creative approach, some people swear being scared as a hiccup cure. Yeah, it's kind of like some normal. What invention doesn't get lot of love but has greatly improved the world? What invention doesn't get lot of love but greatly improve the world? Okay, there is a one invention that is I am really like I just wanted to know who invented that. Actually no one is invented that, but basically it's a basically सबने invent किया है. It's kind of like a something really very different and it improved by the day by day and the human requires and needs, and that is called time. What do you mean by that? A clock. So basically everyone use a clock, everyone knows watches, clocks. Okay. So when the human exists, people like as a man, as a human required a time. Okay, but at that time he didn't really know what is exactly the time. Okay. So for his perspective he has a day and night, but he wants to be even more precise. Okay, so basically almost like a millions of years ago people usually determine by the position of the sun and how much what exactly is this thing. Okay. Then people have started doing calculating or try to determine the time according to the candle. Okay, like basically they have a candle. Okay, and a candle or lamp or whatever it is. So basically is this thing ki how much time does it require. So they usually calculate by the candle or the lamp. Okay, so basically the every lamp or every candle has to be sustained for almost like a 1 or 2 hour. Okay, so how much time it takes to complete that work. So usually people say that it will take two candle, it will take two complete to candle or lamp whatever it is. Okay, but soon as a human develop, they started doing something really even more trigger thing, like basically instead of candle they are started using This at the this is actually invention before people are actually understand the numbers. Okay, and when they started understanding the numbers, they actually putting as a number as a time, like basically one candle, two candle, three candle, four candles. So yeah, so basically sunrise is a zero candle, sunset is a maybe 10 candle, वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, so this is kind of like a candle or lamp. This is a kind of like a something really started when the time is actually counting. Okay, and then somehow slowly we are started building some sort of mechanism regarding to things that we need, because we need that. So at this moment, the clock, the invention of the clock is like basically no one is actually invented a clock like as a human actually invented a clock. Like basically is this key, every human in all around the planet who actually invented a clock, because like they really required to understand the time. Okay, they don't really understand what is actually time, but they need to understand where it is, like when should I supposed to go for jungle to hunt or things like that. Okay, or when the day will end, or when the day will arrive, or when the next day is kind of like something really. So people have started calculating a time with a candle or lamp or whatever it is, and then suddenly the human grew, as a human grew with the number, they started putting as a number, and then from 10 candle to they build some sort of mechanism called a clock. So yeah, basically this thing is actually no one is actually appreciate the value of the time. Well, like, people appreciate that, but yeah. Okay, this is my point of view. Maybe it's completely wrong, or maybe completely kind of like a unrelated with the question, but I think this is the kind of like a thing that I'm thinking maybe. Yeah. And yeah, it improved the entire world. Okay, like everyone has a time and everything is actually work according to time and things like that. So yeah, without time people are human will be collapse. What is the most interesting building you ever seen or been it? Seen or been it. Okay, so today it's very hot. Actually, like I'm sitting at the bench, and this bench is actually been here at in sun, and it's a very hot. It's a kind of like a something like graphite stone, and now it's become really hot, and it's a very difficult to sit in here. So maybe I just like replace that graphite stone with, I have so many another stones too. Okay, okay, this graphite stone is good. It's not that hot maybe. Yeah, that is good. That is good. That is hot. That is good. Okay, for that. All right, next question. What is the most interesting building? Okay, yeah, most interesting building. Uh, have you seen most interesting building that I've seen on the television or like real? Actually, on a real. So most interesting building that I see in real life is um like basically is this thing. Like I seen maybe so many buildings. Okay, but the importance, the value of the building when we like the gravity of the building, that the how that building was really cool and really amazing, that should supposed to be experience after we get in. Okay, like basically is this ki Dubai ki Burj Khalifa building was really cool, really great. Like I haven't really seen it. Okay, I just seen it in the television or movie or in some sort of screen. Okay, but usually is this thing na, the gravity, like how that building was so cool, it should supposed to be experienced when I get inside that building. Okay, like basically the gravity of that building that you feel when you get inside. Okay, the gravity of the feel. Okay, how is this building is so luxurious and so big. Okay, so I seen so many buildings. Okay, like a Lokmat building in Nagpur, which is really big in Nagpur, and then bunch of buildings too, but I never really been that much kind of like a very tall building in my entire lifetime. Yeah, I've been kind of like a building, but like it shouldn't supposed to building like a two-story, like apartment building or this building. Kind of like a something really normal. Okay, like this thing shouldn't supposed to be like that moment. I didn't really put that ki हाँ चलो ये important है. I should supposed to be remember that moment कि हाँ जो मैं इस building में आया था. ना 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 ना. Like every building that I went was kind of like a something really normal, like apartment building या quarter या घर या school या kind of like a something really it's really normal. But yeah, it's just like that na कि I never really went kind of like a something really very kind of like a very good building that I should supposed to be. Like, should I count Taj Mahal? But Taj Mahal is a building. No, Taj Mahal is not a building. It's a kind of like a something really a monument, and you shouldn't supposed to go upstairs. Okay, you are not allowed there. But yeah, Taj Mahal is also really good. I went there. Yeah, I went there inside too. It's really good. It's a really great. So should I count that? Uh, no, it's like basically building is supposed to be kind of like a something like a building that you are like exaggerated when you see it, and when you went inside, dude, you feel that कि भाई क्या जबरदस्त building है, क्या lobby है, क्या. So I never really went any kind of like something like a very big building in my life, or maybe I went, maybe I'm not really remember that thing, because like बेसिकली कभी कभी होता है ना कि कुछ कुछ चीज़ें दैट यू एक्सपीरियंस बट यू डोंट रियली रिमेंबर दैट कि हाँ इतना स्पेशल है, लाइक दिस इज द बिल्डिंग वाज रियली गुड. आई डोंट रियली थिंक दैट. आई डोंट नो. When I went to Burj Khalifa, I will ask this question again. Okay, next question. um what mythical creature do you wish actually exist? Mythical creature. Mythical creature. Well, I didn't really like creature. I didn't really like. I like the animal. Okay, but some sort of upgraded version that people used to draw animal in the movies, or maybe kind of like a cartoon or whatever it is. It's a kind of like a something really frictional. Like there is a guy in Pirates of the Caribbean who has a head of octopus, which is kind of like a very creepy. It's a friction character, yeah, but what if he's in real, dude? I'm very scared. His head is full of octopus. His one hand is made of khekda, another hand is a kind of like a something really like is a very is a very stupid guy. Okay, it's a friction character. It's not stupid guy. It has to be very horrific. Like लोगों को डर आना चाहिए, and people get scared too. Yeah, but I never really wanted to be kind of like a something really creature should supposed to be created in real life. No, like whatever the animal and whatever the creature that we have in this world was really incredible, really beautiful. And basically is this thing ना कि वो सारे creatures हमारे धरती पे ऑलरेडी है, दैट यू आर एक्चुअली इमेजिन ना, दे ऑलरेडी इन आवर वर्ल्ड. बट इट जस्ट थिंग ना कि हम एक ह्यूमन से, एंड वी एक्चुअली सीन काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ ह्यूमन पार्ट ऑफ दिस. हमारे दुनिया में, हमारे प्लानट में ऐसे बहुत सारे स्पीसीज है दैट वी हैवंट रियली सीन दैम. ओके, हमें पता भी नहीं है. So basically it's this thing na ki like I think from my point of perspective, I don't really need any kind of like a creature should supposed to be exist in real world, because like there are a bunch of creature in the real world that already exist, and I should supposed to be know them. I should supposed to see them first, not in kind of like a real life, but actually in the camera, or actually in the Animal Planet channel वगैरह वगैरह. Yeah. And by the way, is this thing like if you wanted to insist this mythical kind of like a creature, I said Bigfoot. Okay, Bigfoot is a kind of like a something really a very big animal. It's a kind of like a height of bear, and but it's walk like a human. Bear should not supposed to be stand on his like bear is a kind of like a big fat panda, but Bigfoot is a kind of like a something really monkey with can stand with their two hand, and he has abs, and he has a very big, like almost like a 10 feet or maybe 12 feet. Yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah, I want it to be like I just feel that कि हाँ चलो अगर ये इंसान अगर this creature will be exist in real life, it will be really cool. But Still, I'm not really bother me that much. Kind of like something really okay, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Yeah, and as also na Bigfoot is just like that. Nah, I just got this name just for that. Ki couple of days ago, I just watched kind of like a discovery, and there is a kind of like a documentary regarding about the Bigfoot guy. Ki like the ancient alien, na like is actually on the History TV channel, and the kind of like a something really a series or web series, whatever it is called Ancient Alien, and they wanted to showcase the evidence of the aliens are exist in this our world, and Bigfoot is one of them. So blah 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 blah. Okay, it's a lot of things. Okay. Oh boy. Ah, why? Ah, Sardi. Okay, next question. What are your most important rules when going on date? Okay. Ah. Oh boy. Ah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. What is the most important rule that I'm going on date? Well, I never really been on date. Okay. So I didn't really have any rules. Okay. So, but like if I have a date or if I will went to date, is that key like basically go with the flow. Okay, do prepare and then try to impress that person. Okay, and just open for all the consequences. Okay, because you might know what will happen, and yeah, because like it should like I don't know, dude. Okay, like in the basically this term is actually meant for the US, जहाँ पे लोग बहुत ज़्यादा dating वगैरह करते हैं. हमारे इंडिया में dating का culture बहुत कम है. Like basically as a besides youth, people don't really date anyone. Like besides youth means like कि शादी से पहले अगर कोई डेट कर रहा है ओके कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन शादी के बाद या अगर आपकी वाइफ अगर ये हो जाती है देन आफ्टर दैट यू डूइंग डेट is people don't really call as a date. People usually called as a kind of like a something really for went dinner together. Mhm. Next, uh, how do you judge a person? How do you judge a person? Well, actually, is this thing ki, is that person is really important to me? Then I should supposed to be judge that person. Okay, but if the person is really not important to me, then I don't really care. Like I don't really care to judge that person. It's just like whatever that person khatam. Okay, that's it. Okay, if that person is really important to me, then yeah, I do supposed to be judged because that person is really essential na. So his thoughts and his mind and whatever it is, okay, is kind of like a something really like basically this thing, the person is really important for what, important for the career craft whatever it is. Okay, so at that time, like basically at the beginning I shouldn't supposed to be judged. Okay, like आप पहली like basically अगर आप किसी इंसान से मिलते हैं ना तो you are actually judging according to the face and according to the what he's wear and according to that ki how it looks. Okay, but when that person is become really close, when that person is kind of like a something really spending little bit more time with you, then after that you realize that कि हाँ चलो ये बंदा ऐसा है, ये बंदा ऐसा है वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, and sometimes you realize that कि the person that he was doing it shouldn't supposed to do, it's not really right, but from his point of perspective it is right. Okay, so you understand some sort of things कि हाँ चलो इसमें ये है वो है, और ये आप पता चलता है जब आप उसके साथ वक्त बिताते हो. ओके, सो बेसिकली इज दिस थिंग कि जब आप अब आप किसी इंसान के साथ वक्त बिताते हो एट वट एवर इट इज़, ओके, जितना भी टाइम है, यू अंडरस्टैंड लिटिल बाय लिटिल, ओके, क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, वगैरह वगैरह। एंड एंड बेसिकली व्हेन यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग, तब आप पर्सन को जज करने लगते हो। एंड आई एम नॉट काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ टेकिंग एज अ जज काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ समथिंग रियली वेरी रॉन्ग वे, काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ समथिंग रियली एज अ राइट वे कि हाँ चलो ये ऐसा है। क्योंकि चलो मान लेते हैं ना, आप किसी इंसान से शादी कर रहे हो और आप पूरी लाइफ एक साथ बिताने वाले हो। सो बिफोर दैट और मे बी काइंड ऑफ लाइक समथिंग रियली ड्यूरिंग दिस प्रोसेस, शादी करने के बाद आप एक दूसरे को जानने लगते हो ना कि ये चाय अच्छी नहीं बनाती या वगैरह वगैरह ऐसा। It's a lot of thing, okay. Understanding each other is kind of like a something really um but dude, yeah, this question should supposed to be a judge, okay. So like जज हम तभी करते हैं जब आप किसी इंसान से पहली बार मिलते हैं, ओके। तो हाउ डू यू सपोज टू जज? वेल, yeah, recently na there is a one thing happened almost like a 1 or 2 day ago. I actually met with Anup Kamre. Anup Kamre is one of my friend in high school, and he was really good friend of mine. Right now he's married. By the way, he's married, and then he's actually doing a kind of like a some sort of civil job. Okay, civil job means like that. He is actually went to the site where the construction was happened, and yeah. So basically, it's this thing. Ki when I met him, his personality became something really very different. Okay, his personality is kind of like that ki like uh, I shouldn't supposed to be judged, but it's kind of like a something really a people who like a कभी कभी होता है ना कि जब आप किसी इंसान के साथ रहते हो तो आप उस मल्टीपल इंसान या मल्टीपल लोगों का रिजेम्बलेंस आपके अंदर आ जाता है। लाइक बेसिकली इफ़ यू आर स्टार्टेड लिविंग विद अ काइंड ऑफ लाइक समथिंग स्मार्ट पीपल, तो हाँ आप स्मार्ट लोगों की तरह रहना लगते हो, दिखने लगते हो, उस उनकी तरह बात भी करने लगते हो, ओके। So this is what exactly happened to the Anup. Okay, like basically is this thing कि most of the time he was actually spending with the worker and things like that. तो उसकी भाषा, उसके बोलचाल, उसके रहनीमान भी is kind of like a something really kind of like a resemblance of that particular people. Okay, so like should I supposed to be judged? No, like he was my friend, but एक्चुअली इस थिंग ना कि ये जज नहीं है, इट्स काइंड ऑफ लाइक समथिंग रियली चेंजेस हैपन, ओके। ये सारी चीज़ें हो जाती है यार, ओके। लाइक व्हेन आई वाज in the Khaparkeda power plant, I was actually hanging out lot of time with those worker, and definitely those worker are really 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 like a under level okay, like जिस तरह से बात करते हैं, जिस तरह से इट्स दे आर नॉट स्मार्ट, दे आर नॉट नथिंग रियली एट ऑल, एंड आई रियलाइज दैट कि if I spend time with those people, I will definitely become those people, okay. So I just try to just leave that situation or leave that thing away from my life. So yeah, I quit that, okay. So कभी कभी ये चीज़ें भी important हो जाती है, क्योंकि when you are spending time with some sort of people, you actually became that people, okay. And this is exactly thing happened, okay. Like when I met with the Anup, I just feel realize that ki the way that he was talking and way that he was interacting, it's just kind of like giving me a resemblance of that worker people, okay. Is it bad? Well, I'm not really sure is it bad or not, whatever it is, okay. But I judge that person. Why? Because of that ki, like in the high school we used to be very good friend. Yeah, at that time we do kind of like a chilling, we do kind of like some sort of nasty stuff. But when we are kind of like a something really old enough, okay, तब कुछ इंसान बदल जाते हैं ना, कुछ इंसान लाइक बेसिकली देयर आर so much different personality in me and him. Okay, right now I am kind of like a very kind of like a thinking positive kind of person जहाँ पे मैं चीज़ें को अच्छे से संभाल पाता हूँ. Like he was also that kind of person, but उसका तरीका अलग होता है. Like basically I didn't really shout in public places, but he shout a lot वगैरह वगैरह. It's a lot of things, dude. It's a lot of thing. And basically this thing ना हम लोगों को जज करते हैं, और sometimes ना that people is kind of like a something really very close to us. We started kind of like a connect with that person, or if that person is kind of like a something really very opposite to us, or kind of like a opposite to our interest, then we are actually try to repel that person, or how much they are kind of like something really close to us. ओके, और इसी इससे इसी से ही ह्यूमन की डेवलपमेंट होती है डूड. ओके, लाइक बेसिकली पीपल आर एक्चुअली ग्रो बाय देयर कम्युनिटी. ओके, लोग कम्युनिटी से डेवलप हुए हैं. एंड बेसिकली इज दिस थिंग कि एवरी पीपल हैज़ अ डिफरेंट साइड ऑफ डिफरेंट सेंस ऑफ थॉट प्रोसेस. फॉर द एग्जांपल इज़ दैट कि यूट्यूब ऐप हर मोबाइल में हर इंसान इस्तेमाल करता है, बट the content that YouTube in every device is kind of like something really very different. Okay, like if I opened my mother's YouTube app, you can see kind of like so many religious stuff. If I open my father's YouTube homepage, I can see so many news stuff. If I went to my sister, I can see so many songs and BTS and South Korea thing. Okay, so like basically is this thing ना कि people are actually kind of like attracting a same kind of person जो हम बनना चाहते हैं, जिसके हमारा इंटरेस्ट है. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like. And when we are actually interacting with a different interest kind of person, so we are started judging about that person कि हाँ ये ऐसा है वैसा है वगैरह वगैरह. We don't really tell any one of them it actually happened. हमें पता भी नहीं होता, हमारे दिमाग में हो जाता है ये. And sometimes that person is really kind of like a resemblance to our interest. Then we are started attracting to him. हम उन चीज़ों को, उन इंसान को याद रखते हैं, उन इंसान की रिस्पेक्ट करने लगते हैं. ओके, बट इफ़ दैट पर्सन इज़ काइंड ऑफ लाइक समथिंग रियली वेरी ऑपोजिट टू आवर इंटरेस्ट, देन ऑब्वियसली हम उस इंसान को रिपेल करने लगते हैं. ओके, हाउ मच क्लोज दैट पर्सन इज़, बट हम उनको रिपेल करने लगते हैं. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट इट इज़. ओके, हम जज हर वक्त करते, हमेशा करते, बट वी डोंट रियली न्यू इट. So this is it. This then I've been talking for almost like 32 minutes. All right, thank you.